Hello, it's Deb. I have a couple of minutes before I hop on a call here, but there's a couple of things that I just wanted to share with you. First of all, happy Thanksgiving week. I am so grateful that you are here. I'm so grateful to be part of your journey. So thank you so much for being here. For those of you guys who don't know me, my name's Deb Acker. I'm an intuitive guide and energy healer, and I help people to clear energy blocks so that you can actually move and return to the truth of who you truly are and live from your soul. But today I want to just share a couple of things that I've been playing with and working on that I think are really fun and an important thing. So first of all, I'm going to post here, I sent out to my community basically a pitfall that happens with gratitude. And I'm going to post that here, but I want to share something that I didn't share in that email. That's really, really important. And the thing that I want to share is many times with when people are recommending things, so say if you're reading a book or you're following a coach and they recommend, hi, if you joined and you want to say hi, come say hi. So say if you're reading a book or reading a book from a coach or in a coach's community and they're recommending something. And, a lot of people have this paradigm of like, this is how you do life, right? This is how to do life right. And this is how I'm successful. I'm successful if I wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm a successful person if I do fill in the blank, right? And I don't believe in first of all, I don't believe in living life that way because I don't think that, I feel like we're supposed to feel into what's right for us. And that's a huge part of our journey. And I think we can get very caged into this is how I do life or how I do life in the right way. And so, hello to whoever else you just joined. So I would just say to do a check-in. If something's not, hey Jamie, we're talking about routines, right? And kind of when someone recommends something, if it doesn't feel right to you, I recommend really feeling into what feels right to you and following that versus following, hey, here's how I got successful, so you should do this because you'll be successful too. Of course, I'm all about truth and living in your truth. So I'm never going to tell you to do something that someone else made someone else successful. Yes, awesome. I'm never going to tell you to do something that made someone else successful if that's not something that's true for you. So one thing I want you to note, and one thing that you can do to check in to see, okay, is this really true for me? Is just to notice if something feels heavy. So if something feels heavy, like say for instance, so with the gratitude practice, a lot of people are like, I write down my gratitude. I don't write down what I think about what I'm grateful for, but I feel it, but I don't write it down because that feels heavy to me. And the last thing you want to do is, like, gratitude is a high vibration. So the last thing that you want to do is be like bringing a low vibration of heaviness or like, oh, I have to do this obligation into, oh my God, I'm grateful, right? So if writing something down or whatever that version looks like for you, if writing something down, and I'm gonna have to go in just a minute here, but if writing something down feels heavy, don't do it because it brings the gratitude down. So that's one thing I want to just point out. The other thing that I want to share with you guys, this is so fun. So the other day I was on a walk. I'm in Vegas right now, celebrating the holidays. My family lives in Vegas, so I'm so excited I get to spend the holidays with him. And my job is like so awesome because I get to see all my family and friends. It's really cool. So one of the things is I'm on my walk, and I was taking this walk, and I love living in gratitude. I love living in this like high vibration and just playing with energy in different ways. So for me, I'm on my walk. And what I decided to do was I decided to that I was going to so I wanted just to keep taking in I am love, I am light, I am abundance, I am blessed, right? So for my whole walk, I'm literally, because think about how many times we were told the opposite, right? Or we were told something bad about ourselves. Can anyone relate to that? I mean, I know I can relate, when I was growing up, right? And I've done a lot of programming to clear that out. So now, for me, a lot of what it's about is now internalizing, I am love, I am light, I am abundance, I am blessed. And so literally, I'm on like a 45 minute walk, and I'm literally repeating that over and over and over and taking that into my system. And I noticed too, like I started to giggle because that's really the truth of who we are, right? So as I was starting to do this walk and I'm just saying this out loud, you know, I'm saying it basically over and over and over to myself and just taking it in. I noticed myself, I was just laughing, right? I was in that vibration. I was in this high, light, happy vibration. So it was just something that was fun. I loved it. Yeah, I was so, thanks Jamie. Yeah, like I so loved, I loved it. It was so awesome. I was like, this is so fun. And one thing that you can come across, like if you're doing it and it doesn't feel true, it's probably because there's some stuff that probably needs to be cleared so that it can feel really genuinely true to you, right? So that you can really honor that that's actually our truth. So that's actually what I work on, right? Is helping people to raise their vibration and clear out the things that are, you know, that are holding you back. And the benefit of clearing out your energy blocks and clearing out your energy is you raise your vibration. And when you raise your vibration, you return to the powerful manifester that we've all been. You're able to connect to your intuition, which is always coming through, but we can't always tune into. And you feel amazing. So all the stress and anxiety and stuff that we're holding ends up going away. So that's all that I wanted to say. I just wanted to share a couple practices. Actually, you know what? I'm going to share one more thing because I'm waiting on the call, but it hasn't started yet. So the other thing that I want to share, this is really cool. So an idea popped in. And I really live by spirit, which is why this group is a little bit more just like I'm in the flow. I feel like sharing something with you and I share it. So, and living life like that is pretty freaking awesome. So I just want to say, I wouldn't encourage you to, you know, I know obviously a lot of us have obligation and things that we need to be doing, but as much as possible to follow the flow of energy, that can be something that's really fun. But one other thing. So I want to start to share, what I do a lot of times in my process, right? And how, you know, because I'm living life and I have things that come up in my daily field that are not perfect. If you thought I was, I appreciate that, but I'm not perfect. I'm perfectly imperfect, which is awesome. So I want to just start to share clearing statements that, you know, awarenesses that I have around things that I'm clearing, right? And so yesterday I have awesome credit. I'm really blessed. I have really awesome credit. And so yesterday I'm going to start doing more Facebook ads again. I was doing those a couple years ago, but I'm going to start doing them again. And there's a lady I want to work with to help me and to support my business, right? And I have such awesome credit. Anytime I need to do something, and if I'm not wanting to pull from another pool of income, what I do is I just get a 0% credit card, and then I just put it on that, and then that's awesome. But what I noticed is interesting, right? Because I'm clearing out another 0% credit card that I have. I'm clearing that out at the end of the year, and I was like, oh, here I am again, now creating. Not creating, but just having this 0% debt, right? But it's still debt, right? And so, and I'm choosing not to, like I said, pay it off right away. Though I did put out, so here's what I did. So basically I wanted to clear out, I'm like, oh, everywhere, why do I have to think of debt in a negative way? First of all, this is all supporting me. So just notice, how do you think about debt, right? Because debt is also another way that we could feel loved, that we could feel supported. So that's one thing. The other thing that I did is I was like, oh, I'm totally right now assuming that I'm not going to pay this off until until it goes into, you know, high percentage rate, right? So I'm assuming that. And I was like, oh, so I'm just like, what would it take just to literally pay that off immediately, right? So I put out this awareness. So it's really, really important to put out the awareness of basically what would it take to basically for the income to come in so I could just pay this off immediately, no problem, no big deal. So that's one thing that I was doing, right? Is I just literally was putting out to the universe, what would it take to pay this off immediately? Without dipping into any of my other savings or any other places I have things saved away. So that's what I put out. So it's really cool because once you put something, once you have an awareness and you're wanting to put something out to the universe, it's like, oh, cool. I'm no longer shutting off the possibility of oh, wait, I could pay this off next month. What would it take for me to pay this off in the first month without pulling into any other sources of income or savings? And then I just said, basically I use the clearing statement, everything that's in the way of that, clear and transmute that. Anyways, that's my 2 cents for today. I hope you're doing well. I'm really grateful to have you here. I know Thanksgiving is a big time of gratitude, but just in general, knowing that even like all year long is a time to be grateful. And I always kind of, the way of people is like, oh, we're grateful at this one time of year, or, we bless everybody around Christmas. And so I would just encourage you, what would it take for you to live a life that's full of gratitude every single day, and everything in a way of that, clear and transmute that. So anyways, sending much love, grateful that you're here. Thanks, Jamie, for joining. I don't know if you're still on, but awesome. Maybe if I feel inspired, I'll be back on this week. Otherwise, I will talk to you very soon. Thanks so much.